Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Square Enix pre-show. And just sending out a tweet here.
This guy's just got a beer.
All right, what's up? How you doing, Chris?
Work. It's a Monday.
Yeah. You did not miss much with the Ubisoft stream.
I sped through the Engadget condensed 14-minute version, so I
It's yeah.
guess I saw it. They're real into media now. Ubisoft wants to become a media company. I don't know when that started.
Apologies for the Discord beep. Oh god, did I just minimize fucking? No. Don't hide the fucking. Why would? Apparently, if you click on the tray icon for OBS, it minimizes the entire damn thing, which is great. Let's bring up the volume mixer. Mute that. And that. Yeah, it was really strange. Like, it just sort of abruptly ended at like an hour and 15 minutes. So, it's going to be Square Enix. Is there any property from a Western studio that Square Enix has that we have any information about them working on at all? Like, they're probably not doing another Deus Ex. I don't think they're going to do another Tomb Raider.
I have no idea. I don't think so. But also, I don't recall everything that Square Enix does for the West.
Well, they bought like Eidos. So it's like all the old Eidos properties.
So they have Tomb Raider, Thief, Deus Ex.
We're never getting another Thief. That's not going to show up.
Well, we're never getting another Deus Ex either. Like they have a limited pool of Western-facing properties, and they've burned them all.
Yeah.
Like through various forms of mismanagement, they have fucked up Deus Ex, Thief, and Tomb Raider at this point. If you want to keep selling games in the West and not just porting over Japanese games, you're going to have to figure out something to give to Eidos Montreal and Crystal Dynamics, or just sell those studios.
Well, the problem is they keep asking for more than I think those games were ever going to give. Like, we've all heard the incredibly distorted goals for those games to sell like 15 million copies of Tomb Raider or something like that, and it's like just never going to happen.
Well, no, it was never going to happen, but they shot, like, seriously, mismanagement. Remember, Tomb Raider released only on the Xbox, only on Xbox One,
Yeah.
up against, on the same day that Breath of the Wild came out. So it just got swamped by everyone saying, oh my god, Breath of the Wild, it's amazing. Then the PC version kind of petered out, I think, in like January the following year. It kind of just, yeah, here's the PC release. And then the PS4 release came out, I think, like the following October. Like the Xbox One had a year's worth of exclusivity. So you stagger this thing out over the course of a year and nobody cared. Sorry, it bothers me when things are badly
Breath
managed.
of the Wild? Because I thought Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero
Oh,
Dawn
was
were the
it
ones that came
Far
out.
Cry?
I think it was
Yeah,
Fallout.
it was like Far Cry.
I thought it was like Fallout 4.
Well, what, let me find out.
Um,
It was released with something.
it was definitely right next to something really big, and it was like, what the hell are you guys doing?
September 2018 was something this past year.
I thought it was January.
Oh no, that's the fucking PS4 release date.
So I guess we'll probably, like, we're going to get some Kingdom Hearts stuff, and we'll almost certainly see something for the Final Fantasy VII Remake that's now been in production for like 7 years.
This can't be right.
Are you looking at the wrong Tomb Raider?
Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the newest one, right?
No, it was Rise of the Tomb Raider that did the exclusivity.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Then why did Shadow of the Tomb Raider not do well? I'm losing my mind.
Bad. Is like I heard the story was not very good and nobody really cared about it. No, it was yeah, it came out on Xbox 10th of November 2015, which was right next to Fallout 4, I believe.
I feel like that's too many. It's been too many Tomb Raider games and too little of time.
Well, they liked the origin story of the first one so much that they did it 3 times.
Well, that's the other problem is like it needs to figure out if it's a narrative franchise. It needs to tell a narrative. They do plan to have a story in their story-driven platforming adventure game, and that never really happened. They just sort of implied there would be a story.
I didn't even really mind the story of the second game. It wasn't great, but maybe that's just because I'm a Byzantine geek, and there was a lot of Eastern Roman Empire stuff in that game, but...
Oh, man.
Alright, let's take a risk at unmuting this here.
Alright, video games, yay.
Various platforms and various stages.
Is this going to be like a re-release?
Well, this is certainly the most lively crowd.
Yeah.
There's some very vocal women somewhere to the left.
All right. Now I want to hit new game.
So are they really going with the whole episodic thing?
I thought that got axed.
Yeah, they haven't denied. They haven't denied that yet. That it got taken out. Or sorry, they haven't said it ever got taken out.
What taken out?
Are they just showing the same trailer again?
I don't remember what the last trailer was.
It'd be a very Square Enix thing to do.
These subtitles are just going to stay here forever. Let's get rid of them.
Eris, video games own Gwen Stacy.
Oh.
Also, seeing the return of Cloud would be more impressive if they hadn't already brought him back in, like, Smash Brothers and a couple other places.
Yeah.
Advent Children. Where we've seen him basically renditioned like that.
Yeah.
Just slightly different.
Yoshinori Kitase, producer, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Are they really just going to call it Remake?
That seems to be the name they're going with, yeah.
In the middle of the square, please.
That guy's microphone is turned
Uh-oh.
off.
22年間の時を経てあのキャラクターたちが
He's just speaking in Japanese, it doesn't matter.
Speaking not English.
They have a translator.
Introduce this long-beloved title once again. After 22 years, the familiar characters we love have returned. while
Shut
making
up!
More beautiful and captivating
Yeah,
than
why are we
ever
picking
before.
up like that?
今まで応援し続けてくださってるファンの皆さん長年のサポート
I mean, you do want the crowd to be Mike so that when they go, woo, for your big announcement, it gets picked up and drives hype.
You mean when there's the one person who keeps yelling?
To our longtime fans, We thank you for your support and patience over these
Really, what I
years,
want
and
is
we look forward to embarking on this journey together.
like my favorite thing is the Nintendo Directs where you have like those crowds of people watching it and the live reactions. Those are the best.
今回は描いております。ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクプロジェクトの最初の作品となる本作では、ミッドガルのストーリーを広大にかつ緻密に語っております。またゲームデザインも今作用に最適化しておりまして。
You know what I'd rather see than a Final Fantasy VII remake? I'd rather see like one of the newer Final Fantasies demade and made like 3 hours long so I could play it and
They did
finish
that
it.
And like in
Final Fantasy VII has allowed us to dive
Yes,
That was
they
not
did.
like 3 hours long. They made it into
than ever before.
a phone game. That's not the same thing.
For this title as well.
Kind of is. I mean, it's not
Two
really
Blu-ray
like
discs worth of
it's
gameplay
a
content.
phone game, yes, but it plays like an RPG.
The first game in this project expands
The
on the story.
we're
Yeah,
too
I
loud.
see it.
Such an elaborate retelling that it has become a solid standalone game in
Okay.
its own right.
これからご紹介する映像およびゲームプレイで、ファンの方の、期待を決して裏切らない皆さんのねよく知っているFF7 に再会できることとなります。
Through the content we are about to
Yeah,
unveil
I'm kind of
today,
being a
and
bad
all that we
Canadian
have
right
yet
now,
to
considering
unveil,
Toronto's
we
gonna
will not
win the
disappoint
NBA
your
Finals
expectations.
tonight.
Your reunion
That's a little
with the Final
presumptuous.
Fantasy VII you know is near.
それと同時にですね、当時を知らないゲーム
It's
ファ
not
ン
a
の方は
mathematical certainty.
全く新しいね、ファイナルファンタジーと出会うことになります。
To newcomers who never played the original, we present
The
you a
Japanese
completely
robot
new
said
Final
so.
Fantasy and a perfect starting point to explore the world of Final Fantasy VII.
Please welcome Neil Pabone, Senior Manager, Product Marketing, Square Enix.
Alright, I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. Enix.
はい、
Yeah, but if it's that, then you can't say Squeenix, and Squeenix
I
is
know.
so much fun.
So, Neil
Enix
is
sounds
here
so much
to
better than
introduce you
Enix.
and walk you through gameplay.
Thank you, Katase-san.
Oh, he's got the old jacket from 2 years
Did
ago.
he steal Todd's jacket?
Final Fantasy VII
Yeah.
From last
features a
time?
hybrid gameplay system that merges real-time action with
It
strategic
looks actually like the same
command-based
one.
combat. For starters, each press of the square button is a swing of Cloud's Buster Sword.
So,
Cloud attacks, dodges,
what if
and
we
blocks
didn't
all in
do
real
any
time.
of the combat
His
we
standard
originally
attacks
had in
do
the
some damage, but they
original
barely
game?
scratch the surface.
Well, I mean,
of Cloud's
they were never
damage.
going to do that.
something
Succeeding
that
on the
looks like...
battlefield requires much more than just hacking and slashing.
Well, it kind of looks like
Cloud
Final
needs to be
Fantasy
tactical.
15.
He needs ATB. 2 ATB bars are displayed in the lower right. These fill up slowly over time, but fill much faster as Cloud
ATB.
lands standard attacks. Once an ATB bar is full, you can enter tactical mode, where time slows to a crawl and you have the opportunity to choose actions from the command menu. Katase-san, I've had the pleasure of seeing quite a bit of the game.
That's pretty
but
cool.
Tactical mode never gets old for me. I could just sit here all day long and watch this beautiful slow motion action.
観客の皆さんはね、おそらくね、他の部分ももう少し見たいのではないかと思いますが、皆さんいかがでしょう。
I think the audience would like to see more. Isn't that right, everyone?
Fair enough.
So
Good point,
basically
good
it's
point.
that.
Yeah.
Well, once in tactical mode, you can choose to perform various abilities, such as Cloud's Braver attack. Using an item in battle will deplete an ATB charge, and if Cloud has the right materia equipped and enough MP, he can use ATB charges to cast spells.
We're cheering for
Of
like, oh,
course,
Materia's
Materia!
No, we weren't gonna
Sure,
have
see some
that. We just said,
familiar
fuck it.
faces. With the use of his iconic
Ugh.
arm, Barrett is able to
I
target
am still
enemies at a
uncomfortable
distance.
with Barrett.
Barrett's standard attacks generate ATB charges similar to Cloud, but his abilities are entirely different.
It's a little bit of a
Switching
relic
between
of the
characters in
past.
combat is done with a single button press, which makes rotating through party members a snap.
As someone
I mean, it
who
was
never
always
played
there,
the original-
but, like-
Well, I
When are we
played
going
like
to see Tifa in
3
action?
hours of the original and got bored like 4 years ago. What is the problem with Barrett?
He was always sort of like the generic, stereotypical big black guy, and that was always in the text. But a lot of the decisions in translating that to this have been amplifying that really unfortunate in really unfortunate ways.
ATB bars.
So, if you listen to his voice acting, it's pretty
has a focus
on
gauge
point
that
for
fills
that.
up as you do damage. When the gauge is full,
And it's not
the
like
enemy becomes
terrible,
staggered,
but it's
and
just
you'll
you
feel
know
bonus
this
damage.
character. You've seen this
Tactical
stock,
mode evokes the command selections
the
from
big
original
gruff
Final
black
Fantasy
guy
VII,
that's the
and
sidekick
allows
friend
players
that
to enjoy battle while taking the time to think strategically. For players who prefer fast-paced action, abilities and spells can be bound to shortcuts for immediate execution. Shortcuts make combat extremely dynamic, but the choice of using them...
I mean,
is
it looks
I
cool.
don't
It's not-
have any faith that you will be able to do anything mechanically interesting in
The
this.
game has been made so
Though,
that you can
like,
choose how
No.
I don't think this is gonna play as fast as you want,
Yeah.
which is my problem with Final
Well,
Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Fantasy VII Remake.
That's the weird thing with modern Final Fantasy, though, is like it used to be like the way we told stories in video games, at least on consoles, were these sorts of games. And now, I don't know, like they're systemically they were always about interesting strategic fighting, and now it's this weird action hybrid stuff that's neither like particularly satisfying action nor particularly strategic.
Exactly, yeah.
Like I'd either
mean,
rather play
I
Devil
like-
May Cry or an actual story game.
I like
Okay, you
combat in
guys-
15 well enough. Like,
It's-
it was different.
Let's remember that not like Final Fantasy is important to some people. I will say that, but it's our thoughts and early impressions, and you know,
I mean,
it's so
we're
early
not,
stages
like,
still.
I don't think this game is for any of us. Like, none of us are like, oh, Final Fantasy VII was the touchstone game of the PS1 era or something.
I mean, I am a pretty big Final Fantasy fan. I just don't really. This one's not one of my favorites.
Yeah, like you like what, 10, right?
10, 6, 4. I like a variety of the eras. It's just, yeah, I didn't play this one when it came out, and it doesn't age too well. I don't think.
Well, the original one, definitely not. I mean, this looks fine for like an update to it. Like,
I would like to play this. I had a real emotional time getting through 15, and I'm like not stoked about.
15 was great for me until the last 10 hours, which were just awful. As soon as like it stopped being about the cool road trip
Yes.
boy band stuff, it was like, well, great,
Yeah.
now I'm in this linear dungeon. I realized I think they fixed that a bit, but like I finished it like a couple months after it came out, so like I haven't played the DLC or anything.
Look, I just like
Yes,
the
when it
fight where you have
went on
to
Ray
beat up
Ray's
the
chat.
scorpion butthole.
Yes. And became a stealth game.
Scorpion butthole fight is my favorite fight. I mean, I will openly admit that this is not my wheelhouse. If I'm playing an RPG, especially a long one, it's one where I get to make a character. I've never been a JRPG guy.
Give us Dragon's Dogma 2, goddamn.
But if this is your bag, it looks great, and I hope people that are into this are really enjoying it. I like that this boss fight is so long it has to have jump cuts. Like, yeah, I would
That's
not.
the
I
thing
would
that
not last
concerns me
through a
about this, is,
JRPG.
like, I don't like big chip damage JRPG boss fights like this.
That's a good point. Like, it's really hard to watch RPGs and get excited about them. And it's much more exciting when you're actually like doling out the commands yourself and like working towards something.
So have they shown off Sephiroth yet, or has that design been kept secret so far?
I don't think they've shown him
Think
yet.
they're really changing much?
I mean, have we
Everyone
seen-
seems honestly pretty similar to Advent Children.
Yeah.
That's true.
With the original, like with the original costumes. But I think that's where like the surprises will be the adaptations of the game rather than what everything looks like, I think, which is I guess the difference from what we normally see with these like big remakes.
Right. I will give them this. This is the longest gameplay thing we've had in an E3 conference so far. Like they're just really showing it.
That's true.
Hey, we finally have something. It took us like 7 years. And I think we remade it.
Well,
several
that and also
times.
it's
Also
it's
like a
honest-
completely new cutscene.
Yeah.
You'd be grinding and stuff, and that boss battle would go down real fast.
Like, I'll probably play it when it comes
Director,
out.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
If only because, like, I didn't play Final Fantasy VII the first time, and that's such a big game for so many people. That,
Thank you
like,
for
I'd kind
joining
of
us,
like to know what was
Nomura-san.
up with it.
It is an absolute honor to have you here. Katase-san, how do you feel working with Nomura-san once again on Final Fantasy VII Remake?
はい、彼とはですね、原作の FF7 以降、何作もね、一緒にね、その後も仕事はしてるんですけども、今作のようにね、再びね、ディレクション、キャラクターデザイナー、そしてね、ストーリーとね、がっつり組むのはまた久しぶりなので、ね、
Oh, the shorts again.
22年前と全く変わらない熱量。
Look, I watched a brief summary of the Ubisoft thing. That guy stood out.
Fantasy VII. I've worked with him on many
Yes.
titles, but it has been a while since we've actually had him work so heavily on a project like this, from the direction to character design to the story. And I'm really happy to see him working on this title with the same passion that he had 22 years ago.
はい、
野村さん、コメントどうぞ。
はい、今まで結構長い間お待たせしましたが、ずっと応援してくださっているファンの皆様、本当にありがとうございました。
They don't seem to be talking about it like it's going to be episodic.
そしてですね、皆さん今日初めて、プレイ画面を結構長めに見たと思いますが、おそらく想像してたものとは少し違ったんじゃないかなと思っております。
Bethesda Part 2.
So first and foremost, we wanted to extend our gratitude to those who have been waiting so patiently and have been supporting us for such a long time until now. And
Yeah, maybe it's
also,
because they haven't
we've taken
played a lot of
look at
JRPGs.
gameplay right now, and we've barely showed you a good bit.
It's like, you want to see long?
まあ
The 4-hour boss
そういうわけなの
fight.
で皆さんぜひ触れてみたいんじゃないかなと思います
I started a playthrough of
実
Tales
際
of
に
Berseria a couple years back that I keep meaning to get
触っ
back
てみたい
to.
ですかね
And I was wondering, do you guys want to actually play the game?
So glad we have that shot of that girl's shoulder.
ということでですね
Sounds like they're talking
明日から
about
開催されます
demos or something.
E3 のですねスクエアエニックスブースの方で、セブンリメイク、プレイアブル出展していますのでぜひ機会のある方は、触れてみてください
So we actually have playable demo kiosks available at the Square Enix E3 booth. So I hope you have the opportunity to try it out.
はいそれではですね
Every
最
press
後に、
conference.
皆さんにご覧いただきたい
Yep,
も
that's
のがありますので、
Oh, I think that was in
ぜひ
Japanese,
昨日はですね
There's
Yeah.
that.
コンサートの方でショート版のトレーラーを、公開しましたけども
Although,
今日は
was it said by
ロック版を
someone who is
用意
actually
してますので
Japanese, is
ぜ
the
ひご覧く
question.
ださい
There definitely
Because that
sounded
changes.
like
There
an
is something that
American
we wanted to
accent.
show you. Yesterday we showed you a short version of a trailer at the Final Fantasy VII concert. Today we have a longer version.
それではお願いします
All right, please take a look.
It'll be interesting if just the Square Enix conference is just one half this and one half Kingdom Hearts DLC.
I actually almost just thought the whole presentation was over. I'm like, oh, we're done. That's it.
I'm so glad
They've
you
got
all
to at least
showed up.
tap into the. They've got to at least tap into the Avengers thing. They've got that giant billboard for it outside of the expo, and it's a giant property net for them.
Yeah, that's true. So I think this is the trailer we saw before, but they said this was a longer version.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
You can have it for saving
That looks fun.
You think he's a keeper?
Oh my god.
I mean, look, to see something from your childhood rendered this lovingly in 3D has got to be amazing. Like,
Yeah.
and in that sense, I get it.
Look at the big
When I'm criticizing this, I'm speaking from someone who never really played JRPGs to begin with and didn't really play this game.
Help me!
But this is gorgeous.
So is this basically just Final Fantasy 16 at this point, or the equivalent? Like it seems
I
like they're
hope
going
not.
all in on it. I mean, not
That's
that
the
it would
first,
be
first,
number Final Fantasy
Tifa.
16, but that like it is as big as another Final Fantasy release.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
Tifa hasn't been shown yet.
I know we have to think.
I like how they changed her skirt to be more pleated
but not like this.
instead of just leather.
Yeah.
I feel trapped. My turn.
Yeah, they toned down the size of her boobs a lot.
Get going.
She's actually wearing a sports bra underneath. Her boobs look like what they would look like if she was wearing a sports bra.
I imagine that as they started to really up-res it, it became sensible to do stuff like that.
You're not real.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's not really exactly like Evan Children.
Oh,
You have to.
they aged him down big time.
Yeah, really.
You bastard! Hold on to that hatred.
Well, I know I'm not going to be doing any English voice acting on that playthrough. Turn that shit off.
We got a release date. It's early 2020, like every other game.
Yeah, early next year is going to be a busy period while people are shoveling things out before the new generation.
Early this year was pretty busy.
Was it? Pre-order now, and yep.
Sekiro and what else happened?
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Someone just shouted, "Take my wallet."
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, Life is Strange.
Is this Stranger Life is Strange?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take
Yeah.
more Life is Strange.
I mean, I never played the second one, so.
I need to play it. Yeah,
I know,
to play
I was
it.
going to say, I'm like, I haven't played this yet.
I know what happened with you guys in Seattle.
How do you feel with us misfits?
Come on! Gotcha!
Ready when you are, young master.
Oh my god, this is so exciting.
Oh my gosh.
I love the setting. It's so beautiful.
What?
Wait, what?
Why are there streamers? What is going on?
A little
Captured
jarring.
their souls and put them in the video.
As long as we're together.
You must free
We
them.
cut, yeah, this is the emotional reactions.
Starting to be able to control his powers.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
God, babe, you crazy?
See, I was just not at all interested in Life is Strange 2. Mostly because of like how badly 1 was handled.
I miss Dad.
I'm so sorry, Daniel.
I'm really
So like I
glad
have no
got to
idea
meet
what's
you.
going on.
It's the same for me.
Bro hug. What a nice dude, man.
I guess the game's spoiled now?
Yeah, like I still haven't played it, so this is. I would appreciate if they didn't spoil their whole game
Like, is this just
with
a,
streamers.
like, Game of the Year edition, or
Like
are
the
they,
whole
announcing something?
series combined?
Well, if they're announcing something, they shouldn't ruin the other game to announce the new thing.
It's my power, not yours.
What the? No, that's the ending, isn't it?
This game is awesome.
What the hell? Life is Strange 2.
Alright,
Play
just-
today. Play 6 months ago. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Is that a bad sign that they're promoting a game that's been out for a while? Their big E3 conference?
Yeah, I would say so.
Ages long ago, my
Like,
that
I
trailer
bought it.
wasn't
I just need
short.
to play it.
crystals keep the deadly
the hell
miasma
is
in
this?
check, but the crystal's power.
It
is
looks
not
like
eternal.
a DS game or a phone game.
These are the chronicles of brave young adventurers.
Oh,
who
it's
journeyed to
Crystal
the
Chronicles.
Oh.
These are the crystal.
It's
chronicles.
from the
But, like, a
GameCube.
port?
If we
Yeah.
had no crystals, miasma would consume
But it
us
looks
all.
like it's still rendered. It's still...
Well, they're obviously showing the old game footage before they cut to the up-res version.
In online
Or they're just saying,
The
"Hey,
problem with this game is that-
remember that this was a thing." Okay, let's talk
To
about
play
Life is
4-player, you
Strange.
had to connect with your Game Boy.
The journey now
So you had to have a Game Boy Advanced and the cable.
Final
That is
Fantasy
so
Crystal
weird.
Chronicles Remastered Edition. This
Oh,
lets
wait, no,
you
it's a
embark on
mobile.
your journey once more.
It's also Switch and PS4, so...
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm trying to decide if I should get Octopath on PC or Switch.
It's fine on Switch. It's one of those games where it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, I have it on the Switch because that's where it came out first, and it's fun. It's fine.
I find I don't really use my Switch all that often because I don't go anywhere, so...
Like every other
yeah, this
JRPG
is out
I've ever
already
played.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What
on the
is up
PC
with
too.
this conference?
I mean, they're promoting their stuff, and Square Enix doesn't have that much in the pipe. Like, what do they have imminently coming out this year?
Remake,
My guess is probably almost nothing.
Kingdom Hearts, DLC... Oh no, Remake's next year, yeah.
I think the Avengers game might be this year, maybe.
I thought the
But like, they're not going to walk out here and announce a new. They're not going to come out and announce a new Deus Ex that's coming out this year. Like, that's not a thing.
No. Dynasty Warriors.
I mean, they're not going to announce a Deus Ex at all, but.
The Last Remnant. Oh.
When did that come out on? PS2?
Yeah, no, like PS3, I think. Like early.
Oh no, it's available tonight on Switch.
Why are we on a GoPro?
Because the Haunted Museum of
It's on-
Squeenix titles demands it.
Oh, my.
It's bigger! It's better! It's the one, the only, the Builders!
Oh, Dragon Quest Builders 2? Is that a Squeenix game? Yeah.
I meant to check out the first one of this, but I never got around to it because it was always just like
Children
$50.
of Argon, the vile cult that worships destruction, has
I never checked. I never got it because I already own Minecraft on the Switch, and it felt redundant. But apparently, this one has like more customization options where you can actually build like a house, and that sounds fun.
And be a Super Saiyan.
Washed up on the
I mean, it's
deserted
Dragon
shores
Quest.
of
It's
the
all the
island
Akira
of
Toriyama
With
art.
the help of your spirited and mysterious companion, Malroth, it is up to you to doff your mallet and club, unravel the riddles of this land, and defeat the hateful children of Harkon. Travel the diverse islands and discover your true potential as a master builder. There is a land of adventure with many islands offering unlimited building combinations. You will have to master new crafting skills on each island, with more to do and even more to create. Everything in Dragon Quest
I mean, I
Builders
appreciate
2
this because
is
it's
much,
not
much
just
bigger.
Minecraft. It's like there's
Build
a goal
huge
to it.
structures in a larger
And there are
world with
NPCs.
more variety and options than ever before, and with a little help from the eager islanders. The world is
I just want to be able to build like a really customized
to
house.
get around. Run
Like I don't want to just build. I want to do interior decoration. That is what will sell me on this.
and spectacular castles. Dive into the watery depths to discover hidden treasures. Climb the highest mountains to catch the sunset. And glide home to rest up for your next day of adventure. But beware, monsters roam this land and will need to be dispatched with cunning composure. Luckily, accompanying you on your quest is the enigmatic Malroth, an aggressive amnesiac with a fondness for fighting foes. Use powerful attacks on the battlefield to take down monstrous beasts. Work together with your villagers to till soil, plant seeds, and raise a multitude of crops. Be sure.
I'm trying to think of something to say, but I mean, it's Dragon Quest
No, I'm
Builders.
just-
Still growing. Harvest anything from the humble cabbage and wheat to tantalizingly tasty tomatoes.
Alright, chill, dude. Not everything has to be
Big projects
alliterative.
require big help. You and 3 friends can team up online to build anything you can imagine. Let your creativity run wild.
See this, all of this stuff. This is what I like. This is what I want.
The only limit is
I want to
your
build a fun party house for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Build your fate together. The road you build is paved with peril, young builder. Only you can defeat the children of Hargon. Bring an end to destruction and
This is a very
save the
strange press
world
conference.
in Dragon Quest Builders 2.
It's better than Devol. Did you watch the end of Devolvers?
I did not. I was
They
like,
announced
oh, no.
about 4 games total,
Oh man.
and then it ended abruptly. And by deciding that they don't want to ever do press conferences anymore, now they do directs, so they
I
don't
got
have
that
to.
far.
No, but like this is the new standard. It basically was them more or less announcing that that was the new standard. That they could just drop an absurdist comedy direct whenever they want. You know, it bothers me that this actually has the original music, because I want the original music.
Which game is
Also,
this?
it has the Dragon Quest, whatever the most recent one is. Also, they also have the SNES graphics mode.
I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary.
Isn't that basically just playing a completely different game at that point?
No, because it's the same game. You can switch back and forth between them. It's awesome.
Oh, so the 3D game is also like top down.
And not the PC release, not the other releases, but the
You're
Switch version has
confusing
that
me.
ability.
It just kind of, you can convert it on the press of a button. So it's like you can change it to 3D mode or like old school mode.
But is the 3D mode like completely
Right.
different from the old school mode? is my
No,
question.
it's
So
just a complete conversion, I think.
Okay.
It's like Civilization, where you can go between gameplay or board game mode and in-game mode.
But the 3D mode is still a top-down thing. It's not like, oh, we're running around in
No,
3D.
the 3D mode is behind you. It's the third person trailing.
See, that feels like that would be very different then.
It is different, but you're playing the same game. Like none of the mechanics need to change. Oh,
well, this isn't
Dream
good.
Test was interesting. So this is their like indie stuff that they keep doing. That I get emails about periodically.
I haven't played any of these. I should look into some of these. I really haven't played any of these. This is
Really?
Really, like this is a lot of stuff I didn't know existed.
Like there's a lot of them just in the Steam store that pop up occasionally.
Hello everyone, this is Carolina.
Alberto and Carlos Mastreta.
We have 8
We're a family of motorsport fans from Mexico, and we're the founders of Original Fire Games.
Over the last few decades, we have seen.
Oh, okay, that's not my.
Yeah,
I
what's
thought
up
my
with the
monitor was
glitching?
dying.
Nowadays, you can drive almost any
It's
type
been a
of
problem
car
with all
on
of these.
amazing recreations of
I
the
wonder
best
if it's
tracks
on
in the world.
Twitch's end, but no, you guys are watching
We
different
believe it's
streams.
time to try something different.
No, I watched the Twitch stream now because there was a bit of a lag between the streams.
Yeah. Oh, uh-oh. All right, it's over. We've lost audio.
Which brings together a whole range
Yep.
of styles
Oh, there we
and
go.
eras of motorsport.
We are delighted to share this moment with you.
And show a sneak preview of our game, which Square Enix Collective will publish in 2020.
Join us for the ride, and see you again soon.
This looks neat.
I don't know why I was expecting something more realistic. Maybe it's like the music and like the real cars.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a real fancy car game, and it's like a cute little. Not that there's
They
anything
come out
wrong
and
with
it's
that.
the
It was
little,
just.
the little slot racers where you hold the trigger down and they just go around in a circle.
First-person shooters. You'll need to quickly coordinate strategies with your team on the fly, whilst keeping your movement nimble and your aim precise if you hope to beat out the competition. There are multiple game modes for you and your team to dive into. Test your skills in domination.
I should go play Call of Duty.
Or team
This is one that's like hybrid, like
in the highly competitive
soldiers on the ground, and then one person gets to control like an RTS version.
Faceit competitive toolset is fully integrated into the game, bringing world-renowned competitive matchmaking, 1v1s, tournaments, rankings, and leaderboards. Kill enemies, win matches, and rank
It's
up
like
against
retro now, though. Like this is like nostalgia for people who want that like pure FPS experience. So it's not like it's 15 years too late. It's just 15 years again.
for you to complete.
Well, that sure looks like a Call of Duty
Whilst tracking your in-game
reward screen.
accomplishments and providing you with an easy way to compare them
Yeah.
against your friends via in-game leaderboards.
Everyone does those medals now, though. Like that's.
Halt the Axis offensive in their tracks with the rapid-fire PPSH, or take fire with pixel precision with the Mosin Nagant, and a whole host of new weapons just as deadly as the
Wait, what's a Mosin again?
That's the gun.
environments to test your
Sort of like
skills
an
in, and a variety of weapons at your
Oh, it's a
disposal.
gun name. Okay.
Play as a team and compete to be top of the leaderboards. Available now on Steam.
Wait, is this another game
It's
that's been out
fun
for,
to
like,
shoot guns.
3 months?
Yes, it's
Not
already
3
been
months,
out.
but it's been out for a while. Yeah. Okay, that was kind of cute. I like that the barista's name is Tifa. That's cute.
What is this?
It's some sort of soundtrack for Final Fantasy.
Joke's on you. I've already downloaded all the Final Fantasy soundtracks.
I guess I'm a little baffled that they're announcing the soundtracks for Square Enix.
And this is already available.
Streaming, and they made a whole commercial for that. Oh, hey, if you didn't pirate this.
Yeah, this has already been out for a while.
Does it include Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger doesn't exist, Chris. Kingdom Hearts.
Now they're gonna spoil this game.
Cool. Oh. Are they advertising hoodies?
This is.
It does not look like it.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
They probably just couldn't get the voice actors back. What is going on?
Scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point.
Is this just like new boss fights for Kingdom Hearts 3? Whoa! That guy is very...
Is this like
that is very Backstreet Boys.
They're missing
AJ.
Oh my god, it is.
Vocal and sound effect stuff for this trailer, and they just now realized it or something. Like,
no, because they're putting in the dialogue.
Could have been like subtitles.
It did feel like an incomplete trailer.
Yeah.
Please welcome.
Like there were no sound effects at all.
Third draft.
Producer and director, Final Fantasy XIV Online.
I will say this has been astoundingly Final Fantasy heavy. Like, a lot.
For the first time in many, many years. Even when Final Fantasy 15 was like coming out, they didn't have a lot of like Final Fantasy, E3 presence.
That was also kind of back when they still did Western games.
漆黒のヴィランズの紹介をさせていただきます。
So we'd like to take a little bit of your time to show off Shadowbringers Final Fantasy XIV's third expansion pack, which is releasing on July the 2nd.
Huh, I thought this came out already.
2013年に新生オルゼアレルムリボーンが発売されてから6年が経ちました。なんと世界で累計登録アカウント数1600万を突破し、なんとこのですね、漆黒のヴィランズの発売を前にして有料会員数も過去最高を更新することができました。これらはすべて世界中のプレイヤー光の戦士の皆さんのおかげです。この場を借りて改めてお礼申し上げます。
It's been 6 years since the release of A Realm Reborn in 2013, and over the years we have surpassed 16 million total registered users. Plus, we have reached the highest number of active subscribers in its history before the launch of Shadowbringers. This is all thanks to our players, our warriors of light.
このシャドーブリンガーズではですね、拡張パッケージにとどまらない新作 RPG1 本分のボリュームとそしてゲーム体験をお届けしたいと思います。
We made Shadowbringers as more than a simple expansion pack, but as a new game filled with volume and gameplay experiences that are comparable to a brand new standalone RPG title.
また新ジョブであるガンブレイカー、それから踊り子
Yeah, he's actually got a really put together outfit. He's got like accessories, he's got rings, bracelet, necklace.
No, those are bracelets.
And there's so many new elements in the game for those
yeah, they're like those like rope bracelets.
14, including 2 new jobs, the Gunbreaker and the Dancer, as well as 2 new playable races, the Frothgar and the Viera.
ぜひファイナルファンタジーシリーズの最
Getting
新作
frothy with the
ファイナルファ
Frothgar.
ンタジー7リメイクの発売2020年3月3日までの間漆黒のヴィランズをお楽しみください。
We are excited
I want to
to
play
bring
this game
Shadowbringers
so
as the
badly. I
latest
wish they would just
installment
take
in
away the
Final
monthly
Fantasy
fee.
franchise for our fans to
I would
enjoy.
play this game
At
immediately
least
if they
until
took away the
2020
monthly fee.
March 3rd, when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out.
Does it have a monthly fee?
Yeah.
I thought it was free to play. Or, well, no, like the Guild Wars bottle by the box.
No, it's you have to buy the box
Pleased to
and
bring a world
month, 15 a
premiere
month.
of the launch trailer for Shadowbringers releasing on July the 2nd.
Please take a look.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? Over 100 bleeding years ago. That's when.
They live too far up north or south.
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space.
No, this is actually the same universe as Avengers.
Unexpected
The gods died and the sun stopped.
What Urianger saw was the future.
Is the game's not this
Very
saturated,
blue.
is it?
Oh.
They were once living creatures.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I can't.
We canceled Final Fantasy
That's
13.
frightening. That the music stops when that like demon angel's face shows up on the
The
screen.
might of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each
Wow.
one put down, another has risen up in its place.
I can't tell if this is a stylistic choice or just there's something wrong with the feed because it's so desaturated.
I think that's a stylistic choice. Like, the text doesn't feel desaturated by comparison. It's got, like, film grain going on.
That's him.
But only sometimes.
Probably to
You know,
hide
sometimes
from
you
the
got
fact that
lines.
it's an old game.
Sin eaters are part of Yulmor's society. But they must be fed with ether. Living ether.
Oh.
Ether is people.
Actually, I think that may be true.
This world is beyond saving. Like those who try to save it.
There are many Final Fantasy games where people are energy, and vice versa.
You know, watching. I'm trying to figure out a way to say this that doesn't make me sound like an asshole, and I can't think of one. So I'm just gonna say it. Watching all these trailers for games that are ostensibly not my wheelhouse makes me wonder why we don't see more games that aren't in traditional gamer wheelhouses. Like, I'm surprised how few mobile games we actually see at these conferences, given how much money they make relative to everything
given that
else.
they always create a huge backlash with the capital G gamers audience, I can kind of understand. And instead again.
I would also add that like mobile games update so frequently that like there's no reason for them to have any sort of big presentation or major update.
Yeah,
that's true.
Also, a lot of popular mobile games are a few, maybe a year even in advance and ahead of time from the global version. So oftentimes, like mobile gamers have like a good window where they can kind of know what to expect exactly.
Yeah, like even with Western games,
the will
it's
of
like
the star was made
Civ 6
manifest.
is on
I'm
iOS.
sorry, I can only assume I misheard.
But it's just
But
Civilization
it sounded
6 and all the
an awful lot
DLC
like you were
before the
implying
first
both
expansion.
Zodiac and Heidelin are not gods. But
They are gods after a fashion, yes. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
Please escort that man from the building.
Yeah. I think I've been fairly consistently cynical across the board. Also, I wouldn't say that my primarily Western gamer. So.
Is this? Tell me this isn't what I think it is.
What do you think it is?
They've already shown this
never
trailer,
mind.
haven't they? With the mannequins and the.
Didn't they
What is
show
this?
this last year? It was we all thought it was an Evil Within game. Oh no, is this? This is Death by Daylight 2, I think, or not Death by Daylight. Dying Light 2. Now you've got me doing it, Alex.
I know, because they're all confusing. Dying Light.
There's Dying Light, and then there's the other one, and I can't remember. I only have enough brain space for the name of one of them in my head at a time.
The Bethesda one.
What the? Hey, get out of the shot, dude.
I thought that was a part of the screen.
They're really going into the back catalog here.
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah.
And again, if this is your pet genre, this is probably an amazing conference, and it's really cool. I don't have anything super insightful to say about this.
Your choices matter.
What's up with the Far Cry Blood Dragon font for these things?
Are these going to be Switch? Are they going to be mobile?
I mean,
Trying to figure out where they would put
released
these.
Tons of stuff for mobile. That looks like a mobile interface to me. I thought that said Sega never dies, and I was like, did you guys air the wrong
to
trailer?
break it to you.
Oh no, just everywhere. They're going everywhere.
All over the place.
How many we got left? Really, we're zooming in on that guy's camera? Oh my god.
Final Fantasy.
He's having fun with this. Who's ever operating the camera?
Enjoyed by fans the world over.
Oh, I play
my
this.
God.
This is there's your mobile game
Is this
update.
a gacha game? Or-
There's just
Square Enix
It's a
proudly
gacha
presents
game.
The international reveal of a new title born from the FFBE universe.
Oh no.
War of the Visions.
it's
Final
something with the
Fantasy
white balance. When there's
Brave
too much
and
white,
Fierce.
it starts freaking out.
These two titles, FFBE
Why would it
and
do
War
that?
of the Visions, will be the pillars of the
I have
growing
no
world
idea.
of Lapis.
I better not have to get a whole new game. That's all I gotta say.
This is the story of Ardora, a continent of Lapis. A tiny spark here ignites the flames that would embroil the entire continent in conflict. A conflict later spoken of as the War of the Visions.
We're happy to announce Mount and Blade Bannerlord.
Leonis,
It's
ruler
been
of the
retooled
Red
slightly.
Lion Monarch, possesses the power of visions as well as twin princes.
This is
Horn, the great Western Kingdom.
a lot of unnecessary graphics for a
Brave
mobile
and
game.
wise king.
A bit.
Fennis, where the king of the savages has organized the
Tag yourself, I'm Horn.
Slytherin.
Ardura's mightiest militant state. Wezet, the great eastern kingdom over which reigns its icy...
Josh, you can be Wezet. Like, Icy Wolves, like, Fiery Lion, like, this is very clearly taking a lot of notes from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Each burden with its own dignity.
He claims to be God. Little did he know he would be the suspect in the latest allegations of...
Phoenix Wright shows up.
So is this looking like maybe a Final Fantasy Tactics-y game in the vein of what Nintendo did with
This is a connection to the mobile game, which is just a gacha game with like JRPG elements.
But then what was all that tactics stuff?
No.
That's what the other one looks like.
No.
So this is going to be a tactics version of the mobile game?
That's what it looked like. The gameplay was like little tactics thing, of people walking around in squares, and it was 3D.
I don't know. I must have looked away when that happened. I believe you.
Some Mad Max?
No.
No.
Is this a new IP?
She does look a lot like Charlize Theron, though.
Yeah. When are we gonna get like lots of heads coming out of her on the left and the right?
Okay, I'll
any details about what that's actually gonna play like? What? We just saw this.
Wait, what?
Like, we literally saw that shot earlier in the trailer.
Wow, summer 2020. I don't believe that is going to be when it comes out. A Destiny,
Please
like
welcome
a third person.
Sebastian Wojciechowski, studio head. People Can Fly.
I feel like that was giving me like Borderlands meets Mad Max.
Yeah.
Meets Gears of War.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't remember what People Can Fly do.
Bulletstorm is, I think, perhaps their most...
I didn't realize they were like working with Square Enix.
All right. Wow, let me tell you, it feels
That's not a jacket, that's a hoodie.
To be able to finally announce
Are hoodies not jackets?
Outriders.
No, they're sweaters.
Can a sweater be a jacket?
I'd like to thank the team at People Can Fly.
No.
You guys are amazing, and I know that some of you are watching this live, even though it's 4 a.m. in the morning in Poland, so make a noise for them, please. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, Square Enix for the help and support as we work together on this exciting new IP. You know, over the past few years, People Can Fly has grown to over 200 developers and 4 studios across Poland, the UK, and most recently the US, to bring you what is our most ambitious shooter to date. To present more of our vision, I would like to take this moment to introduce a short video from our game director, Bartek Mita. So thanks a lot. More on Outriders this winter. Thank you.
I'm super curious what this actually is.
I mean, they said it's a shooter, and it's by a team that's done a lot of other shooters.
Yeah, shooter is an extremely descriptive term at this point.
And it's what we do.
Well, I mean, nothing they showed implied that there's going to be anything other than action.
All our experience from all our previous titles.
I mean, it's a trailer. Of course there's action.
It's a game.
Right, but like, it's not like, you know, Watch Dogs has sort of hitched its trailer to, you can play as anyone and they have their own procedurally generated backstory. This looks like you're playing these three badasses and they shoot aliens, and like, it looks pretty.
By that, I mean we are creating an experience with a strong story that you can enjoy with your friends or on your own. We want to tell a complete story. We are confident we are building a shooter with a powerful gunplay, incredible weaponry, and a hostile new world
some of those
we
guns
want to spend many hours in. It's a game we've had in our heads ever since.
I mean, I can't imagine it's a Destiny, because that would be, I think, probably larger than any people could fly could handle by their own.
Free player, drop in, drop out, co-op shooter.
I wonder if it's like a third person, like it's more like a Diablo like or like a Borderlands.
Yeah, maybe it's a
Borderlands. Source of a mysterious signal. It's a pretty dark and unforgiving world, and yes, there is a
like
lot
a
more depth to the
Warframe,
game, but
smaller
I can't
scale.
say too much more right now.
I mean, they said cover shooter, so... Cool.
Well, it's been just about 1 hour. You think that's the end?
No, they're gonna zoom out at the end to show you all the pictures of all the stuff they announced. That's how you'll know it's the end.
Reincarnation is the foundation of our way of life.
Also, again, they haven't touched Avengers, which I imagine they have to at least tap into.
And offer up prayers for the next.
I will be surprised if they don't.
Grief of death which shackles the living and causes the dead to stray.
What is this?
Indeed, there is no greater affront to reincarnation. So we turn our grief to joy as we send off the dead. But the souls of those who held back their tears in life still need salvation in death. A duty that falls to the Watchers. The Watchers sever the bonds that tie the lost to this world and send them off to the next. They navigate the emotions of the living and the dead. They prize life above all else.
I love, as I'm watching them just murder the crap out of things, I'm being told that they prize life above all else.
This is the story.
Back to back.
Well, you've got to create, like, proper supply and demand. You know, there's too much life. I don't really care about life all that much.
It's coming out this year.
The Omen is getting a video game? Oh.
Oh.
Is this going to be one of those out now on the Switch?
Is this what
It looks
like?
a lot less like shit, that's for sure. But I thought, yeah, wasn't the remastered version on Steam out already? But yeah, they definitely redid the models to not look like complete ass.
So is this one of the ones you did play, Alex?
Yeah, I've played 8. Not really a fan of 8 either. So, but that's more just like a personal preference. Yeah, like it's like you love it or you're just like.
All right, here's the Marvel stuff. Yep. It didn't get a fancy. It didn't get a fancy painting.
It's not in there. We just we have to do this.
Oh, that's right. That's what This is Crystal Dynamics' thing. Okay. Oh, and like Eidos Montreal. We just have all the Western devs working on this.
Avengers.
It's not technically MCU.
Yes. Well,
but it is clearly drawing from.
Yeah.
No, it's drawing from them, but is legally distinct from them. They did not, as far as I'm aware, pay for any likenesses, and it does not take place in that continuity.
Try to keep up.
Banner now just looks like Michael Shanks.
This just got a whole lot more interesting.
I just want him to drop and then kerplunk and then turn into the Hulk. But video games can't do cool things. Yep, nope.
Well, they did
we
that.
Just do the boring thing.
I mean,
but they also did it in the original Hulk movie, and I want it to be Hulk's thing.
What's your status?
There are humans trapped, not a small angry men with guns.
Was that a joke? Did Thor make a joke?
Cap, they got pulsar tanks.
yeah, this is definitely very like MCU with the serial numbers file off.
Was that Taskmaster? Who is that?
Tony, Thor, the cables. Cap, what's going on?
Who's the bad guy? Is it Namor? I want nerdy video game stuff.
Stay on task. There's still civilians on this bridge.
Oh no, our flying boat is now a floating boat. Oh, now it's sinking.
Our flying boat is now a regular boat. Sorry for the convenience.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
This
He's got like
really
Kurt Russell hair.
Is this just another Civil War take?
But that's
Steve's dead. Oh no. Okay, we got Abomination.
White Iron Man.
This is doing very little for me, I'll be honest.
I feel like the aesthetic is a little too cartoony.
Please welcome.
I would have wanted it to be even more cartoony.
Well, yeah, but it's like in that weird, awkward spot where it kind of looks like everything's a toy, but not like a cool way.
I mean, if I was gonna, if you were gonna not be able to get the MCU, go full on into all the Marvel minutia. Go ham on like the Lego games do. Sticking to the Avengers movie roster. Not only the Avengers movie roster that is now obsolete is... Hi, welcome to a tie-in game that's unlicensed and from 2012.
Kind of what it looks like.
I'm all piss and vinegar.
Crystal Dynamics and Marvel began collaborating on an original Avengers game. One that combined epic action adventure.
So is this why Crystal Dynamics was only like partially responsible for the last Tomb Raider?
Players can experience in both single player.
I guess because they said they have both Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal.
Have any true believers in the house? Yes. Awesome. Because you will instantly recognize your favorite superheroes and villains, but you'll also see that they're unique to this game.
as this is Crystal's interpretation of these iconic characters.
We have to establish very clearly we're not doing the
Begins
MCU.
at A-Day, as San Francisco celebrates the opening of the Avengers West Coast headquarters. And the team's custom
West Coast Avengers? You fucking open the West Coast and you don't have the West Coast Avengers? Sorry, I'm upset now. This just pisses me off. Fuck you, game. Fuck you.
technology results in massive destruction.
That's just some jerk off bullshit. This game is now on my shit list officially.
Disband.
It's making the most boring ass choices you could possibly make at every point. Fuck this.
Threatens the world. And our only hope is to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes. You'll play as your favorite Avengers in an all-new...
No, I won't, because you're not putting my favorite Avengers in this goddamn game.
What are your favorite Avengers? Marvel heroism.
I'm getting like hardcore salty on this now. I'm grumpy.
What matters to you most?
I'm sorry. I sat through 45 minutes of Final Fantasy stuff for this, and I'm feeling the disappointment pretty strong.
My favorite Avenger is Batman. What the fuck?
Most importantly, this is a story.
The hecklers have taken over the presentation.
Oh man!
About embracing our individual power.
This was a bad idea.
Is She-Hulk an Avenger? Because she's my favorite.
She has been an Avenger. She is. She might be one right now.
You'll lead the team.
That's excellent.
But yes, she's been one.
Soldier, Captain America. You'll call down the lightning.
I like how they're
They
just
literally
introducing
have their
the
logos.
the most fucking well-known Avengers heroes like in the world now. It's Thor. You've never seen him before.
It's the lineup that they put on all the marketing crap. It's the most boring choice they possibly could have made. Literally, like not a single interesting choice. It's the lineup of the 5 from Avengers, the film.
Tony Stark, known to the wider world as the Armored Iron Man.
The Armored Iron Man.
That's what we call him.
Bring this incredible story to life.
He gets very,
more recently it's been
pedantic about it. No, I'm
his
not Iron Man,
his
I'm
adjective's been
Armored
invincible. It's been.
So here we are.
I don't know. You would have to convince me that there's like.
Here's your off-brand MCU Avengers.
Hi, I'm Troy Baker, and I play Bruce Banner.
I mean, here's the thing. Okay, stepping back from the salt and piss and vinegar, I really, and as much as Spider-Man Friend of Cops is kind of problematic, I really enjoyed the Sony Spider-Man game, and I think it's because it captured so clearly that aspect of the character. And I'm still a little salty I didn't get to play as Miles as Spider-Man in that game, but aside from that, like it captured Peter Parker's Spider-Man as a character and also what it meant to play as Spider-Man. And I love that. And I kind of hope whenever we get Miles, we actually get some like invisibility stealth sections or something, figure out how to make his unique power set work. I don't know how you're going to make a game that lets you play as 5 separate characters, each with disparate power sets, while telling a story that isn't some insanely boring knockoff Saturday morning cartoon Avengers story. And I have serious reservations about the entire endeavor.
All of this larger than life stuff, and she has to step up to it.
Gwen, stop saying everything's going to be a
Destiny.
Destiny.
In the last like 10 or 15 years, for me, I like where he's kind of landed in the public eye. You know,
one of the things I think is cool
Remember
about Cap
when we had
is
superhero
I never
MMOs?
feel like he necessarily wants to be a leader.
We don't
He
have
accepts
fun
that he
things
is.
anymore.
I feel like sometimes the best leaders are the ones who don't necessarily want to be, but they're right for the job.
having an original story to tell as well. What they've done at Crystal Dynamics is
I had a
great,
thing in
so
that game
I
where
think
you only got
everybody's
XP
gonna
for
be
like
great.
finishing
The Avengers
quests.
are at
There
their
was no
best when
combat
they
XP
are all
whatsoever.
together, but the chemistry
So
is-
we quickly figured out that the best way to level was to just select quests
Thanks, everybody, for
and then just
joining us. Can't wait
run
for you to be
all the
able to
way
play
through a
the
dungeon
game,
to
but
the
right
end,
now,
kill the last boss,
you
and you have
don't
to kill
have to
the
wait for some
quest, and then
exclusive
run all the way
content.
back. And just completely ignore everything else.
Ugh.
Do the Avengers pose a
Oh
danger
boy, I
to
love
society?
exclusive
That was the question, Bruce.
hashtag content.
That was the question.
A day.
Oh, look, it's Kurt Russell again.
The science? Did you check
It was a heist, Bruce.
No.
We were outsmarted.
The Terrigen reactor was unstable, and you knew that, and you still paraded it before the entire world.
So what? We just give up? We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that.
I'm getting so much deja vu from this whole conference.
Him. We failed him.
There's your hashtag exclusive content.
Please
That's
welcome Scott Amos.
You failed Steve. Steve dies. Steve dies in the opening of the video game.
Social media manager, Crystal Dynamics.
So it's like the way that Civil War 1 ended, except not.
Hello, E3. You've just seen a high-level view of the cinematic and character-driven campaign of Marvel's Avengers. But launch is only the beginning
putting a lot of
this
emphasis on this.
Marvel's Avengers delivers a narrative.
Well, I mean, it's 2 studios. It was obviously going to be a huge thing. I imagine the license cost them an arm and a leg.
What
you and your friends are stronger together.
Okay, so I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but I don't have time to get into it. Okay, yes, and I know what that is. She is not wearing it correctly. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll save it. I gotta hold it in.
What else?
Can't do it.
Nobody cares about this.
Oh, yes. And to make sure everyone comes on this journey with us, we're incredibly thrilled to announce that
No, I have to
every
save
new
it.
superhero
I may or may
and
not
every
be
new region
doing
will
it
be
in
delivered
video
at no
form.
additional cost.
Save it for the
You know,
video.
it's
Yes, I know.
sounding like Gwen might be right.
Oh my god.
So our promise to the community.
I may or may not be recording something with another female member of Spoiler Warning about E3 fashion, so we'll see. And by that I mean Mumbles wants to record a fashion video with me, so we're gonna probably do it tomorrow.
Marvel Games, I know you're out here.
Should
IDOS
ask her about
Montreal,
my
these guys are here.
Starbucks.
Nixie Software.
I'll sneak it in.
Our new Crystal Northwest
Be like, by the way, this is actually a Starbucks episode. Secretly.
I mean,
and Chris was behind the corner. I mean, Josh was behind the corner all along.
Living your superhero dreams.
I guess I've been spoiled by Marvel's existing video game strategy, which is basically to capitalize on each individual property as it comes out by making everything just little DLC packs for all the stuff that they have. So like, it's you know, Marvel Puzzle Quest or Marvel Lego or Marvel whatever gets a little DLC pack of. Even the Runaways got a bunch of DLC packs when the new season came out.
We got you covered.
Well, they were saying that each new like update would be free.
Some awesome surprises.
Right, and they said they're bringing new heroes, but with this sort of thing, you're not going to get, you know, randomly Gwenpool. You're not going to get you know, obscure heroes. It's going to be backfilling the rest of the MCU because this is.
But before we go, we have one final glimpse into our world, including when you'll get to play this game. This is what's next for the Avengers. Thank you, true believers.
Damn it! Progress, Hank. I have a plan, but it's
It literally is Destiny. It's just fucking Destiny.
Come on.
So is it like you make a superhero, or is it just playing as superheroes?
You're playing as it seems like you're playing as one of them.
Okay.
Unbelievable. It worked.
So we've got Hank
Sorta
Pym.
cute when they're small. Ah, didn't doubt you for a second, Hank.
Just so what? How does this play?
Well, that was sure a thing. Oh, there it is on a frame now.
I'm sorry for.
Oh,
I'm sorry
there's the
for being
frames,
grumpy.
you were right. We all are a little grumpy here and there during E3.
I was really hoping we'd see something exciting and new with the Avengers game, and
You were excited about the possibility of Avengers, and you were let down.
Well, I mean, I've been hoping for a decent Avengers game for a while.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, wow! Hold it, anyone catch that?
By having seen that, you agreed all these terms.
Okay. There you go.
Oh my god, what?
No gameplay.
Yeah.
Very upsetting.
Yeah.
Very upsetting. A lot of info. That's
Even
really
the
great.
the talking heads from the Twitch stuff were just like, ah, that sucked. All right, that's it. We have finished the E3 coverage that we are able to cover.
Anyway, Alex, Jen is currently an Avenger, so.
Oh, good.
Who? Oh, She-Hulk?
Jen, just She-Hulk, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely feel
I have a weird selection of Marvel comics, so I have read like some, and I love them, but it's like She-Hulk, Female Thor, Miss Marvel, the new one, Captain Marvel, the new one.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, like that was my question too, as well. Tentacles is like, why were you expecting like a big, like why weren't you expecting it to be like the safest thing ever after Avengers and the movies and all that?
I think I've been spoiled by the fact that all the other video game stuff is doing all the weird stuff because the content is so cheap to produce. And I think that was the hole in my thinking was like, I want to see them really open up and do something creative and cool. When you're spending 2 studios' time for 5 years or whatever making a game with 3 years worth of planning behind, or 3 years worth of planned DLC behind it, you're not going to launch with, you know, Jessica Jones or Luke Cage or more obscure characters. You're not going to have Ghost Rider as an Avenger. Cosmic Ghost Rider is not going to show up. It's going to be Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, the standard 5 that we've seen over and over again. So I guess I just set myself up for disappointment, and I'm angry at myself as much as anyone. I set myself up for this.
It's definitely feeling like E3 as an institution is probably going away. Like so many, like there's no Sony conference. Nintendo's just doing its own thing, but it doesn't need E3 to do a treehouse. Like they just do that whenever. EA did their own like
that's
day-long thing of just like, here's some like 5 games we want to talk about.
That's literally what the Devolver conference was like basically an announcement that they didn't need E3 anymore.
Yeah. And this Square Enix, that was a really weird press conference. That was like half of the stuff they brought up was stuff that was already out.
It's good stuff.
Anyway.
I'm definitely like more excited about Final Fantasy VII. I'm
just
nice to know it's really not sure about the big picture. You know what I mean? Like how it all is gonna, like how it plays, how the whole thing is going to be adapted and not just like the first bits that we keep seeing over and over again. Because that's the other thing too. They've only really shown like the opening cutscene to the game and like the first level now. So
yeah.
Well, I guess the Tifa stuff's a little bit more, but that's still a very early game. So you can do your end thing.
Yeah,
I'm definitely watching Nintendo. I'm tomorrow Nintendo, but it's like during the day, and
like I'll be working. You know, Chris and Ruts will also be working. So, yeah. So that has been our E3 coverage. Ruts, Connor, and I, our guests, we've decided that we're gonna stream / record us playing Fallout 76 since it's free for the moment. You can there's a big free preview period, so get ready for that hell nightmare, which will probably be sometime this week.
Oh my god.
Yes, Chris.
Sorry, I just saw somebody tweet an image of the grumpy Iron Man with the long hair, and they photoshopped glasses on him, and I realize now he looks exactly like Jonathan Colton.
Well, on that note, thanks everybody for tuning in. Chris, say ludonarrative dissonance.
Thanks, everybody.
I will say nothing, except that I'm grumpy, and I apologize. But
Chris
also,
is so
I'm
boring now.
still grumpy.
He used to be fun.
Anyway,
Anyway, goodbye,
everybody.